Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Friday, December 18th, 2015. Black Wolf at the microphone of the Lynn-Life with Ra in the back room. Betty Jean is in the Jamie Body Mind. Other teammates in other aspects of the physical and non-physical. All of us in the subatomic from the perspective of the spirit world viewers. It's unclear what we're supposed to shine the spotlight on for the videoed portion of today's effort, so we're just going with the foundational intention, which is to do what's ours to do in all dimensions right now, to manifest the divine plan. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart. Wiser minds above, noticing that it's not happening without a deadline, have assigned us the deadline of January 17th, 2017 in Planet Earth Dating, by which to provide this collective restart, and have given us a series of nested deadlines that take us from wherever we are in any moment to that restart. The next deadline is the start of winter, the winter solstice. As spirit world presences, we're new at learning to work with deadlines. We're not very good at it, but we intend to get better, and we intend to meet these deadlines. With that, the videoed portion of today's efforts begin. My attention is being drawn to the base of the Search for Truth pillar.
That's true.
It looks like Ulysses has begun to dig down again, and it seems as though all the go-ahead signals were received.
That's true.
I see a whole host of nature realms presences who have had their programming changed, standing around. These presences have come to the conclusion that they don't want to be selfish.
That's true.
And they have participated in what's turning into a pretty large-scale experiment of changing nature realms programming to include a statement that says, the good of the collective overrides what the individual needs.
That's true.
The needs of the greater good override the needs of an individual. And all these presences have lived to tell the tale. They don't look harmed in any way. They look fine.
They look better than they did before.
They look like they feel better.
That's true.
It's really clear that the assignment for this first digging effort is to just get a little bloop up and out.
That's true.
So that we can see whether or not we have enough reprogrammed nature realms presences to handle whoever we're going to rescue, because it needs to become apparent to them immediately that that selfishness is disgusting and extremely uncool.
That's true.
And that what actually is cool is to put the good of the collective ahead of the good of an individual.
That's
to
true.
not be selfish. All of this is just an experiment, and I see an awful lot of really big, interested faces way up high.
That's true.
And they're peering in through the portal, leaning forward, very interested, heads almost meeting over the portal.
That's true.
All right, we're ready. Let's get down to that first bloop and see what happens. I feel as though people are coming up and out of another cave, just as we have been seeing happening.
That's true. I feel hands meeting hands and pulling.
Yes. They're happy to be rescued, as they always are.
That's true.
And they like being given the blanket and the mug of hot soup, so to speak.
That's true.
We're going to have to look through time, because where the disconnect has come is after they've been given a chance to tell their story.
That's true.
And after they've received the healing that they need
That's
to
true.
get on their feet, that they are then given the opportunity to pay it forward. And at that point, for the most part, they have in the past declined the opportunity.
That's true.
To share in the rescue efforts, which shows crazy selfishness. So we're going to have to either wait or do a time progression to see how this is going to play out. What do I know? I know that meanwhile we can tune the entire energy of the Search for Truth pillar and the Search for Truth community to acknowledge and to encourage valuing the needs of the greater good over our selfish needs.
That's true.
Basically, we're tuning to unselfishness.
That's true.
But we have to specifically include the concept of a
The
greater
greater
good,
good.
because that seems to be missing from the nature realms programming.
That's true.
It looks to me like our spirit world viewers are also tuning. I see someone, and it's possible it's loose, but I see someone kind of going around with a collection basket, like passing a collection basket as
I
one
see
would in a
that.
place of worship.
That's true.
Just upstairs up there.
Clink, clink,
I hear clink,
clink,
clink.
clink.
I feel as though Kosa is finished interviewing the first group,
That's true.
and she is now explaining to them the opportunities for paying it forward,
That's true.
and they are reacting just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't
now
want to do that.
It's like, no thanks.
No, no thank you.
So now let's see what the other nature realms presences do. I'd say the results are inconclusive.
That's true.
And what that would lead me to believe is that we need to reprogram more nature realms presences, and I still see a really long line of presences signed up saying, I don't want to live in this selfish way. I can see that this is a disaster. I see that this is taking down the nature realms and a lot more than just that. And
That's
I want
true.
to be part of a new nature realms where we value the needs of the greater good over individual needs.
That's true.
So to Ulysses, we would say, it looks like we can't dig here right now.
Well, now Kosha is waving from below and wondering, what do we do with these new crop of selfish nature realms presences who don't seem to be interested in giving back?
Send them to Thing 2. They can get on the transport. Do not let them wander off. Their choices are stay here and be reprogrammed,
That's true.
stay here and work with the give back effort, or go to Thing 2, or go anyplace else.
That's true. We have transports that can take you to Thing 2.
And to kind of like Grand Central Station.
Right, just out of the pillar.
Just out
That's
of the
true.
pillar. But they either need to work or leave.
That's true. Some of them are staying and getting in line to change their tuning.
You know what? That's wrong to give that opportunity, because what they're trying to do
Yeah.
is wait until we aren't looking and then go find a place to hide. And I'm done
no,
with chasing
that's
them down. I'm
true.
really done with chasing them down.
That's
No.
true.
We remove that opportunity. They can join the repair crew, they can join the maintenance crew, they can join the cleaning crew,
That's true.
or they can leave.
That's
They
true.
can't just stand in line. These people who are standing in line have already been giving back.
Oh, that's true. Oh, now lots of them want to leave.
Yes, please go. Well, it shows we need at least twice as many tuned
That's
to
true.
the new programming, because they didn't budge.
No.
So just as when we're sorting, we cut it in half and then cut it in half again and then cut it in half again, this time we'll double and then double again and then double again.
This is true.
Those golden arc people,
Still haven't been dealt with appropriately.
no.
That's
So we would
true.
offer them the same opportunities. You can work, but your work seems like you're more suited for tuning.
That's true.
Or you can leave, and if you want to leave, you can go to Thing 1, or Thing 2, or all the rest of the All That Is.
That's true.
I think they want to learn more about this tuning.
That's true, and I feel big relief feelings from the Golden Arc people. They were feeling kind of jittery.
I think they were feeling afraid they were going to be asked to do things that they didn't feel capable of doing.
That's true.
But they feel like this is an assignment that they can succeed at.
That's true. That's what that feeling is. And those spirit world presences way up high are still watching. And it seems like some theory was proved wrong. Someone was betting the nature realms presences would respond differently.
It has to do with how small a lie it takes to contaminate a place of truth.
That's true.
That was just so out of proportion percentage-wise. It's like 5 new people come into a room where 1,000 are,
That's true.
and poof, it doesn't work anymore.
That's true. And they look baffled, flabbergasted.
They look flabbergasted.
That's true.
Well, this is what we've been saying, is that we've got to get the lies out of here, that we cannot let a lie simmer, that one little lie takes down the house.
And they're saying, like, we lie all the time. What does this mean about us? What
Well,
does this mean about me? And they're looking around at each other.
right.
And now they're freaking out a little bit.
So we have a protocol that we have found that actually works, and you're welcome to copy it. Up there, Ulysses was part of a group, as was Ra too,
That's
and as
true.
was Kosa,
That's true.
who started by just copying the protocol upstairs where you are, basically similar to where you are. And they found that it was something that really called to them, and they have joined us. And it may or may not call to you, but that is where you would begin.
They seem interested in that.
Okay, well, we'll send up, let's just live stream
Let's
up.
stream up, like, the big packet of information,
Yes.
the protocol.
It's bigger than they thought it was going to
A
be.
lot bigger than they thought.
So
That's true.
what has been proven over and over and over again is that it is a formula, a recipe, and you cannot leave out any parts of it, but that it's in order and it's a progressive curriculum, and you just start on page 1, paragraph 1, and work with that, and then go to paragraph 2, and then paragraph 3, and paragraph 4 at a sustainable pace.
That's
Left
true.
foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
That's true.
Bite by bite, we eat the elephant, so to speak.
Nodding, nodding.
And from here, we're not going to get attached to what you do or don't do.
That is
because
true.
we have been down this road with so many groups.
A lot of people say a lot of things.
Right. And sometimes it's actually true.
That's true.
These presences are asking, what was the lie that those presences were holding on to that
That's true.
tainted the energy of the group? And the lie was that the needs of the individual matter more than the needs of the collective. And that's simply untrue.
That looks like new information to them. Or like that wasn't what they expected to hear. They look very surprised. I think they're going to have to rethink a lot of things. That's what it feels like, is I need to rethink a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We all do.
Me too.
When we're at the point that a collective restart is necessary, quite obviously we all need to adjust our thinking.
That's true.
There's one final point, and that's that these might or might not be the people who were touring the facilities, so to speak, in the middle of the night. It feels possible that they are
It feels
part
like
of the
the
tour
same
group.
people.
It does. So, friends, what we noticed about your energy bodies when you were here is that your channels aren't up.
That's true.
And it's distorting your way of being. So start with that. Channels up. Ask, what now? What now? But ask with your focus up. What now? In order to manifest the divine plan.